Evidence, it got worse with the alarm expert this time. That evidence isn't going to get any better. He'll become our witness now. So it's time to let AJ go.
You said something to AJ, you kind of patted him on the back. It was something you said after we heard that this was a mistrial. Can you just share with us that moment?
I just let him know that we'll never stop fighting. Me, Chris, and Jail will never stop fighting for this young man. We've been with him for 6 years through everything you can possibly think of, with this family that's standing behind us, through some of the hardest times I've ever seen a family have to go through. And I just reassured him. Obviously, he's disappointed, but I reassured him that we're never going to stop fighting for him.
Can you talk about emotions for AJ and this family?
Ask Chris.
Say that again?
Describe the emotions for AJ and this family.
Well, for AJ and the family, it's been an emotional roller coaster. One side and down. Maybe we thought we had, things going for us, and then all of a sudden something else happens. But that's trial. As far as the history of this entire thing has gone, as Rick said, it's been an entire nightmare. We've gone through one mistrial, now we have another mistrial, and we're looking at the possibility of yet the DA deciding for some strange reason to retry the case a third time. And at some point, when is enough enough? And that's where we are. The family is sick and tired of it. AJ's sick and tired of it. When you haven't done anything wrong, how much do you have to show I'm not guilty?
And the jury split was 8-4, I'm sorry, not guilty?
Correct. The last note we got, the jury was 8-4 for not guilty. So the last time it was 8-4 for guilty. So it's gotten better for us, worse for the state. The evidence, specifically for their main argument for the alarm system, got worse. I mean, that witness admitted that those alarm records were not accurate. So like I said, he's now our witness. We'll be contacting him and we'll be making sure that he's available for the next trial.
I mean, can we hear from AJ at all today?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Does any of his family members want to say?
Not this time.
Okay. Are you prepared for the next step, which could be retrial in February? Will you prepare for that?
Yes, ma'am. We've been living with this case for 6 years. I've had Josh's medical records behind my desk, in my office, behind my chair for the last 3 years, and it's something that I think about, at least once a week. We have a whole room in my office, a conference room devoted to AJ's stuff. There's stuff on the board, so we're absolutely ready.
You're prepared to do this again?
Yes, ma'am. I told you we'll never stop fighting for AJ.
And where is Josh?
Don't know. Ask the Houston Police Department.
Rick, what are the next steps between now and February potentially?
So the two prosecutors that tried the case are going to speak with the powers that be. I guess they're going to express their opinions as to what they think should happen, and a decision will be made hopefully in the next 2 weeks. They'll notify us, then we'll come by the court and let the court know.
Just one last thing. Compared to 2019, I feel like the reaction in the room was very different than if you were in the courtroom in 2019. It was like, a lot more happiness and tears, and this time it was just kind of like, like exhaustion, exhale. I mean, can you speak to the change, the difference?
Every trial is different. Every ending of the trial is different. It's just that we've seen the evidence and we've seen the blunders and we've seen all the evidence that they've hidden and the evidence that they've lost. And we fought them tooth and nail and we've withstood everything they've sent our way. And like I said repeatedly, it got worse for them, it got better for us. There's more people that think he's not guilty. So at some point it gets frustrating. But again, we're not going to stop fighting for AJ. It's time to let this shit go.
Did you guys choose to go back and talk with jurors, and are you allowed to share a little bit with what they had to say?
No, ma'am. We respect their opinions.
Were they open to talking with you?
They did. They're a great group of people. Yeah, they're a great group of people. Couldn't be happier with our jury.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I'm going to fall over. I'm sorry. I just couldn't stay leaning.
Someone grab my briefcase.
Are you